Welcome to Winchester Beat, a local news roundup for Winchester, Mass. We aim to bring you the latest community news in a fast format to keep you informed without slowing you down.
Hello and welcome. I'm Tara Hughes.
And I'm Jennifer Hafley. Today we're talking, of course, about the Inca Fair. We've also got some housing development updates and drama, recognitions and awards, and some upcoming events.
The energy of the Inca Fair comes to town this Friday and Saturday. You've probably seen the rides popping up in the parking lot off Skillings Road by the Jenks Center. The fairgrounds are open 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Friday, May 15th, and 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Saturday, May 16th. The parade is Saturday morning and leaves from the high school at 9:15 a.m.
It's been a relatively quiet news week in town, but not when it comes to proposed housing developments. On April 28th, the Zoning Board of Appeals voted to grant a 40B permit for a 3-story apartment building at Washington and Swanton. The proposed building will have 64 rental units, commercial space, and 96 parking spaces. 85 of them will be under the building and 11 outside. 25% of the units, or 16 of them, must be offered as affordable housing. The last day to file an appeal of this decision is this Monday, May 18th.
Turning to Converse Place, Winchester News reports that on May 6th, the Housing Partnership Board voted 8-2 with one abstention to endorse a draft plan that would convert 3 one-bedroom units in the planned building into affordable housing units. The proposal could settle legal battles around the proposed Converse Place development.
As a refresher, the Affordable Housing Trust and 3 members of the Housing Partnership Board sued the Planning Board and the developer over the project's special permit. It is unclear if a settlement is appropriate, since Town Council has said that the housing groups involved do not have the legal authority to file such lawsuits.
The draft settlement has now taken the form of a Memorandum of Understanding, or MOU, involving multiple parties. Under this MOU, the Affordable Housing Trust would spend nearly $1.7 million, or about $560,000 per unit, to secure the 3 affordable one-bedrooms. The funds would be drawn from a $2 million payment the developer agreed to as part of the special permit conditions. The affordable units would be smaller than the market rate units.
On May 14th, the Housing Partnership Board met to authorize the MOU, which also includes 1 subsidized parking space per affordable unit and requires alterations to the building's interior to create the affordable units. This must receive Planning Board approval. Within 5 days of such approval, the lawsuit against the Planning Board and the developer would be dismissed. However, a reminder that it is not at all clear the housing boards had the right to sue the Planning Board in the first place.
In addition, the full text of the MOU was not initially shared with the full Housing Partnership Board or the public, and members of the public were reportedly not admitted to the Zoom meeting where the MOU was discussed, which is likely a violation of open meeting law.
In the end, the Housing Partnership Board approved the MOU. Carrie Layton from the Planning Board and Bill McGonigal from the Select Board voted no. Former Town Moderator Tom Howley abstained.
The MOU now goes to the Affordable Housing Trust, which has its next meeting May 21st, when a vote on the MOU is expected.
The Planning Board is meeting in executive session on Monday, May 18th to discuss Converse Place.
And the Select Board meets next on Monday, May 18th as well, and it is unclear whether this will be on their agenda.
If you have any tips on Converse Place, let us know what you're hearing.
Speaking of the Affordable Housing Trust, they are seeking 1 volunteer for a term ending April 30th, 2028. If these stories haven't scared you away, the application and more information can be found on the town's website. Look under Community and then Jobs and Volunteering.
In brighter news, nearly 30 student teams advocated for change at the Civics Showcase held at McCall Middle School on May 9th. The teams, primarily 8th graders with a few high school teams joining, identified challenges in our community and proposed solutions and actions to address them. Topics included food waste, vandalism, technology in school, and the school budget reductions. One student even spoke at town meeting. It is great to see civic education in action.
And congratulations to Winchester High School history teacher Ronald Lee, who was recognized as this year's Massachusetts History Day High School Teacher of the Year.
Speaking of National History Day, several WHS students will represent Massachusetts at the National History Day competition in College Park, Maryland, June 14th through 18th. They include Andy Chan and Phoebe Lee in the group documentary category, Kaylee Guo and Claire Lynn for a group website, and Chenin Zhang for an individual documentary. Good luck to all.
On May 13th, approximately 100 people gathered at the Griffin Museum to hear MIT professor Justin Reich speak about artificial intelligence and other technologies in school. The main takeaway was that no one really knows yet how or where AI will change schools. The important thing is to have community involvement in decisions. The event was sponsored by the Winchester Coalition for a Safer Community, Let Kids Be Kids Winchester, TechWise Arlington, and the Winchester chapter of Schools Beyond Screens. The session is available on WinCam for those who cannot attend.
And turning to community news, congratulations are also in order for Rich Mucci, who was named the town's Citizen of the Year. Mr. Mucci is an attorney and has lived in Winchester for 24 years. The honor is determined by the Winchester Chamber of Commerce and will be presented at a chamber event on May 20th.
The Chamber also began a Business of the Year award this year, and the first recipient is G.R. Noel & Sons. The company has been in Winchester for nearly 100 years and in the Noel family for 5 generations. Congratulations to everyone at Noel & Son.
And congratulations to the high school girls tennis team, which was undefeated as of May 11th and ranked second in the latest Division I power rankings. Way to go.
The Yanka Fair is, of course, the main event this weekend, but mark your calendars for some other upcoming fun.
The Memorial Day Parade is May 27th and will start at 9:15 at the high school.
The high school graduation is June 5th. Weather permitting, it takes place at Knowlton Field by McCall.
Then Town Day is June 6th. You can get more information at www.townday.org.
Porch Fest is now in its 6th year, is scheduled for Saturday, June 13th from 12 to 5 p.m. Register to perform or host by May 31st at www.porchfest.win. New this year, there will be a finale celebration at the Griffin Museum at 5:30 p.m. And that's it for today's show. Thanks as always to WinCam for hosting us. For any questions or comments, you can reach us at winchesterbeat01890@gmail.com.
Thanks for listening. We hope you'll join us again for our next episode. Have a good week and stay curious, Winchester.